Hello, guys and gals, dogs and cats, and whoever may be watching. It's time for another 7 Days to Die base build. Today, we're back in the desert, as you can see, and we're going to be trying out another of the cheaper end of base builds. What we're going to do today is we're going to build a maze. Basically, the goal is to test out some changes that I heard that they might have been making to how zombies path. First thing we're going to do is we're going to build an outer structure that allows us to get what we need. So I'm going to build that outer structure and we'll be right back. We are back and our maze has been built. We have a place for us to stand when it comes to the horde night. We're going to hang out up here, shoot down at the zombies that are coming in, and we've got one last thing that we need to do, and that's place down a bunch of spikes. Hopefully, when it comes to placing these down, we'll place them so the zombies will not actually get in. They're going to walk through these spikes and have a ton of troubles actually getting to us. There shouldn't be a whole lot of work for us to do as long as their AI still allows us to do something like this. So we've got a few entrances that you'll see. One here, which comes a long way around to get to there. You've also got another entrance which comes way around here and out here. And then a final entrance that they can go all the way around that way or all the way around this way. It may end up being that they just break through this wall though and try to get here. This maze might not be of the most perfect design, but it'll do. What good is a horde night if we have no work to do, right? So we're going to place down these spikes. And of course, as usual, I'm going to place down some that don't belong. We don't want them being able to jump all the way up on top. And we're also going to place a level of spikes outside around the walls. This is a little bit more expensive than our last design in that it uses more than just wood. We've got a tiny bit of iron there, but the most part, it's still just wood. A lot more wood this time, but if you want to be fancier, go for it. So once we are done with this, I will come back, I'll show you all the spikes in place, and then we'll head to the horde night itself. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. I've got all the spikes in place. The thunder is going off. We've got rows after rows of spikes. I'll admit, this build is a lot of wood, but thankfully wood is something that's fairly easy to come across, unlike iron. I found ourselves an AK-37 and a zombie 37? I gotta be wrong. 47. I knew something sounded wrong there. Anyways, I found ourselves an AK-47 in a zombie I was looting. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that tonight. And we'll use our compound bow and maybe a little bit of our hunting rifle. Probably not, but that's okay. So I'm gonna drop us down. We're able to move. And let's get this horde night started. Hope you guys are ready. I know I am. Almost there. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Let there be zombies. Seems like they're all gonna come up this hill here. that was one of the issues I was somewhat worried about with where I built this base. I felt like there were a couple places that they might be able to jump up onto the walls themselves. You can easily fix that just by building it in a better location. This is just where I happen to build it. I did turn the zombies themselves all the way up to as many possible zombies as we can have. This base is much more likely to deal with dogs. It also has the same weakness as some of the prior bases, or at least the previous base did, in terms of vultures. But so far it's holding up pretty well. They are looking to break through the walls here. I think that's just because of the place they ended up spawning. I don't think normally they would be trying this hard to get in this exact spot. Oh, they have broken up onto the wall. Building the walls probably 3 high would be a little bit better. But it looks like all of our zombie friends, maybe. I hear some friends. There we go. Looks like they're finally starting to come in from other sides. And we're going to see them starting to hit these spikes. They've decided that the road of least resistance is going to be to try and get on top of the walls, which makes sense. Again, this might not be as big of an issue if you built your walls a little bit taller. Hello, zombie. But it looks like we have survived. I don't see anybody else hanging out. Let's go to the next horde day as we generally do. So we'll set our time back a little bit. Set the day to 14. Let's do it again. We'll reload our AK. This time, we're going to face this way. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a, let's see here, piece of wood back to replace that block. Oh, there's a wild boar. That's what that noise was. Not sure how he got there. Alright, we'll switch back to our bow now. She is certainly trying her best to break down our walls. These guys are actually following plan and going through the maze. This lady just wants to do whatever she wants to do. Alright, I think I got her dead there. Ah, we're seeing the maze benefits. Even if they break through, they're going to have to eventually get to somewhere that doesn't have spikes. Get wrecked. We seem to have a lot more zombies tonight than the prior horde night, which is nice. Looks like we got some people heading into the maze. Do we have anyone down in the middle? Looks like it's doing its job. Hey you, stop beating on that. That is rude. We don't do that. Is that it? I think that's going to be the end of them. Alright guys, so let's talk about pros and cons to this base build now that we've made it through a couple horde nights. Pros. They didn't get to us. That's definitely one of the biggest pros. Fairly easy here to be able to walk on the walls to get in and out and grab your loot. Military vest. Alright, couple things. Now, a couple cons that we ran into, particularly with two high walls, they decided we're just going to beat down this wall and then jump up onto the wall. That's a bit of an issue. Second con we had over here was they might just be able to jump onto the wall once they get through the spikes, because the first level... sorry about that, guys. Was not expecting that noise. Anyways, the second con was that they could just probably jump on the walls because of the level of the walls here. So again, I think if you're going to build this base in the future, you probably want to put a at least third level of wall. Otherwise, I think it went pretty well. The design worked well. Some things you could do to improve it in the future: put another row of spikes around. Obviously, these spikes are all gone already, and those are as well. Put another row of spikes around. And if you get to the point where you have like a gyrocopter or a way to fly, you can put spikes up on these walls as well. And then, even if they get up on the walls, you don't care. With that, that's going to be another completed 7 Days to Die Horde Night build. I'll see you guys next time.